So when I saw this on Facebook, something told me immediately, do a video on this right now. Because I think when it comes to Playmates toys, they have some of the best lineup for the TMNT brand. But for the Power Rangers brand, you know they're gonna slap harder than the Lightning Collection did when they first came out with Hasbro in 2019 or 2018 for that matter. But it's something about this news that really had me excited, so I just had to make a video on this to make sure I get my opinions on this. Breaking news, Playmates Toys announces PR will have a line for collectors. In an interview with Licensing International, Jeff Chodran, Vice President of Playmates marketing team, commented on the future of the brand. Sorry, I botched that part. Playmates Power Rangers, which will be released in retail in the fall of 2025, will be available in children and collectors version, and they'll be fine built figures at a better price than other collectibles companies, including Hasbro. Adults no longer age with toys because they can celebrate their hobby by placing collectibles in their office or homes, something they didn't do 20 or 30 years ago. Trojan said, whatever came out in the 1980s and 90s is still available. There used to be years when Walmart didn't talk about collectibles and toys were a ladder in losses with a smaller section during the holidays. Now they talk about it and have a section dedicated to the category collectibles. For those who don't remember, Playmates will now be the official producer of Power Rangers toys in association with Hasbro. The announcement was made in April this year and marks the beginning of a new era of the franchise. Hot damn, bro. Like, seriously. I want to break down a couple of things that I saw on this post. The part where he says that there used to be a time where whatever came out in the 80s and 90s, everybody would be rushing to the toy store, to the mall, and just buy the toys for collectibles to put under the Christmas tree, buy for their birthday party, for their birthday, wrap it as a birthday gift as a surprise to the kids. But it seems like nowadays in 2024, everybody is just shopping and ordering things online rather than going to the store in person and just buy them suckers, even though they don't have enough money. But it used to be times where back then, a lot of us were just excited for whatever came out with a new season of Power Rangers. We always get to buy the toys and whatnot. I used to be one of those kids though. My last Power Rangers toys I had was the Ninja Storm ones, when Ninja Storm was coming out in 2003. That was the only time I got those figures in Christmas. But ever since then, I kind of grew out of it when I got older. When I first turned 13, that's where I began to like, you know what, maybe I need to like stop playing with the toys and just watch the show. I mean, that's when I started like drawing Power Rangers every year because I've always rewatching the old stuff along with the newer seasons and whatnot. But I haven't got my hands on the toys ever since because I was getting older. Like I said, I was turning into a man and whatnot. But I've always made sure that I tune into every Power Rangers show, the good or bad of the franchise for that matter though. But I've always made sure I stay tuned because I got curious to see what the story is about. And another part I want to talk about is the collectibles. This pretty much sounds like they're gonna make up a collection similar to like Marvel Legends, Lightning Collection, Legacy Collection. Something tells me that Playmates is gonna end up coming up with something that is for adults in terms of like being collectibles, making things look more realistic. And they're gonna probably like make some role-playing items like what Hasbro did with the power weapons, the power sword, the power lance, the power daggers. But we still didn't get the power axe and the power bow, but we got the dragon daggers and sagas. And I think the golden staff, I think that was from Zeo, the Bandai Legacy version, even though I enjoyed the mess out of that. Just seeing that on YouTube, it just feels good though. But at the same time, Playmates is making some big changes in 2025. And I truly believe that even though the Hasbro is selling its stocks of production, like the costumes and the monsters and whatnot from Once Nova's, I think this is pretty much them relaunching the property. So everybody is pretty much still freaking out over the fact that it's still over for them. Like, it's dead to them because they no longer wanted Power Rangers. But I truly don't think they realize and understand that Playmates are about to make some really big moves next year. And something tells me in the entertainment stuff, Hasbro is going to announce the new Mighty Morphin reboot, Arnold Jonathan and Twistle and Jenny Clean, and that we're going to get the new cast, the new villains, whether the guy is going to be in a costume or is it going to be in the CGI. But at the same time, I kind of knew at some point that things were about to get really, really interesting next year. So I just knew for a fact that Power Rangers was not going to go away. But Playmates Toys, like I said, they have the best lineup with the TMNT brand. Whatever brand that comes with, they always make it work, especially with the Mutants and Mayhem movie. Like the toys that is based on the movie property, you knew they were going to make some big money off of it. Not only that, but I feel as if with the upcoming reboot, maybe sometime in 2026, Playmates Toys are going to end up just going crazy with the MAPR line. And we all know that it's going to be mainly focused on MAPR, and a lot of people are sick of it. And I could care less what they say because, number one, MAPR sales. It's the most recognizable brand. It's the franchise that everybody remembers. Because if you introduce them to the new Power Rangers stuff, they're not gonna like it. And yet, Beast Morphers and Dino Fury did well on their part. But when it comes to Mighty Morphin, it is the brand that really, really thrives of how to make big money. So at the end of the day, I'm glad that Playmates are coming out with the new information about the future of the brand. Collectibles are about to be coming out, as well as the kid brands. We might get some entertainment stuff in the future. You never know.